What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here, and welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Now, as you can see by the title of today's video, I've gone a little bit different. Now, many of us have always talked about manga that we wish would turn into anime, but I wanted to see what manga have any of you guys ever read that you hope doesn't turn into an anime, and why? And if there are any anime out there that you've already seen that you kind of wish hadn't have been turned into an anime and was just better off left as a manga. For me, the criteria that I had to go based off of was pretty much it had to be a manga that I had already read and or currently reading. And it had to, if it was an anime that's already been done, it had to be where I had watched both the anime and have read the manga. So this was actually really difficult for me to come up with because there are some manga that I just haven't read yet, but I've seen the anime. And there are some where I've watched the anime and have read the manga, but I don't have any issues with it beyond hoping that it got a second season. But I was able to come up with 3 in total that I was able to kind of feel or felt this kind of criteria that I had set up for myself. But I would probably do a second part to this at some point as I continue to, of course, read manga and watch anime. So the first one I have on this list is Love Massage. Now, Love Massage is a manga that I am currently reading right now, but I was just thinking while reading this manga that I hope this doesn't become an anime. And the reason that I kind of thought of why this shouldn't become an anime is because the manga to me isn't interesting enough in some ways to make it an anime that would be worth watching. Now, to me, the only thing that would make this worth watching is just because the manga is kind of adult. So there are some spicy scenes involved, but in reality, the 2 characters there are so plain or in some ways not entirely interesting that to watch them on screen in anime to me would just make it extremely boring. Yes, the manga does have some interesting parts of will they or won't they, and kind of some drama involved. I mean, granted, I'm only up to the 4th volume, but just based off of the first 3 that I've read, it doesn't make me that interested in being oh my god, this would make a great anime. It's kind of okay, this is an okay series so far, but if they were to make this into an anime, it wouldn't intrigue me beyond just the title itself being Love Massage and me just kind of being interested in knowing what it's about. But in reality, I just kind of feel like an anime shouldn't be made of this because it just doesn't strike enough interest for me to feel like it would make a great concept story. To me, that's just me personally. I know other people have probably read this manga as well, although I do need to see what other people think about it. But so far for me, it's okay, but I don't think an anime should be made of this. And if there is already an anime counterpart of this manga, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, that's the first one that I have. The second one that I have is Suzuka. Now, I've already said this before, I've watched the Suzuka anime years ago, but I just recently read the manga not too long ago, and the manga was so much better. I hated the anime, but the manga actually was a lot more interesting and intriguing and just gave me a lot more that the anime just kind of didn't. Now, why I feel like there shouldn't have been an anime made in the first place is because they tried to make the anime so much more interesting than it needed to be. So in the manga, there's a part, or basically there's an arc, or maybe just a few chapters, where it's kind of brought up that the main male lead, Akitsuki, looks like Suzuka's ex that she had a huge crush on, but who unfortunately had passed away. And in the anime, they made this basically the sole purpose of that entire show. But when I read the manga, I was like, this is just a small counterpart of that entire series and didn't need to be a total 24 episode show. To me, they still could have kept what the manga was basically about, was about these 2 characters trying to have a relationship with each other, or starting off as friends, or having this whole love-hate relationship thing with each other and their relationship issues and just growing up as a teen. That could have been great just as an anime as it was. But with them changing it, to me, it just made it where they just shouldn't have done it in the first place. Because what they had with the manga was perfectly fine. So what they did with the anime, to me, didn't make any sense. So overall, to me, Suzuka just worked so much better as a manga, and that just taking one part that wasn't really a big deal in the manga and just making it so much bigger in the anime kind of did a disservice to the manga, at least to me personally. Now, I don't know what everybody else thinks, but like I said, that's just my own personal opinion. Now on to the last one that I have. Now the last one that I have is Lovehina. Now just like Suzuka, Lovehina was a show that I had watched, didn't enjoy, but my fiance was like, the manga is so much better. And I, read the manga, and the manga was definitely so much better than the anime. So like I said, I don't think that an anime should have been made. And the main reason why is because I feel like the jokes in the anime just fell flat. They just weren't funny. Like, this show was supposed to be a harem. It was really funny, but also intriguing and mysterious because of the whole thing of like, will the main character ever find his love when he ever gets into Tokyo U? Is it Naru? Is it somebody else? That whole part is intriguing in the manga, but in the anime, while it was still intriguing, a majority of the jokes that they had in the manga just fell so flat in the anime, which made, to me at least, the anime so uninteresting. It just wasn't good, and it just made it a little bit boring, I guess. And even some of the ecchi parts just kind of weren't great to me. To me, it just didn't make sense why they were there. I mean, and I don't mind ecchi when it makes sense, but when it's just randomly thrown in there, it just kind of throws me off. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, overall, to me, Lovehina should have just stayed a manga. Or if they did convert it to an anime, which, obviously they already did. But if they decided to do it again, I feel like it can definitely be done so much better, and could just have came off just a lot funnier. But yeah, that's kind of what I have. Those are the 3 mangas that I feel either shouldn't have become anime and I hope don't become anime. But what are some that you have? Do you have any on your list that you kind of feel this way about? If so, of course, comment below, let me know. But yeah, that's basically what I have for you guys. Of course, like always, I have links below all my social media accounts. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, and a blog, so feel free to check me out on there. Also, of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up for manga. Give it a thumbs up for anime. And if you don't like it, that's fine. Of course, I know not every video is everyone's cup of tea, but this also lets me know what you guys like and what you guys don't like. And of course, if you are liking my videos and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy. And of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys, bye.